Okay, so basically here's how you would play Avalancha with a beginning group that can't really spell quite yet, but you have the pictures for new vocabulary. So after you had just gone over teaching them the vocabulary, you know, on this slide or anything similar, if you want to do this with a different set of vocab, you would then make sure you have like about a half sheet size of a cutout paper for each vocabulary item. I typed a little bit, so I need to bring them right back on up. Oops, and there they go. Okay, so each team would have a set of those pictures, and then on the board you would draw something like this, okay? I recommend not putting the same term on the same line because that way they just kind of copy off of each other, but the teams would be down here. There would be a team down here and then a team over here, and we go uno, dos, tres, corre. And I would recommend, if possible, to like stick some magnets on the back of the pictures. That way they can just like slap them on up there, and it's not as big of an issue as taping, but if you don't have that, they can just use tape. All right, and so they would run up and they would throw the first picture next to Rio. They can probably do it on this side or on the other side. It really doesn't matter because if you get closer to the triangle, they're gonna squish. So I'd recommend doing on this side. So they'd run up and they would paste that first picture onto right there next to it. I'm trying to get a different color to show you. Oh, I keep picking yellow. Okay, so I keep picking like family of red. Anyway, so they would run up and they would put hopefully a picture of a river right here, and they would run back. And meanwhile, this team is doing the same thing. Okay, and then the next person would come up and they would paste the picture of Cascada right up there, and they would run back. And same thing, while they're doing different ones, so they can't really look over to the other team and compare. Okay, but eventually you want to get all the correct pictures next to all the correct terms, okay, all the way up the mountain, and the first one to get the top wins. Okay, however, if any team, sorry, this lighting is terrible, if any team at any time makes an error, then they get a avalancha, like everything is cleared. But when I've played this, I recommend just stopping it for a second, because if not, then like the other team will just keep on going. So I would just say, you know, párense, tenemos una avalancha, and they're all like, no, I hope it's not us, oh. And then like, you would like just take these all off, okay? When we do it with where they write and we're working on a board that they can write on, then I just like erase it. In this case, I would like quickly take all 4 of those things off, and then they would start over from the bottom to the top. They cannot start anywhere except going from the bottom to the top. And that's how you play Avalancha. A modified version for this, when they actually do know how to write and spell, or if that's the goal that you want, is that you would probably switch it around, like have the pictures here, boom, 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 and then they would have to write in Rio, Cascada, Bosque, Ciudad, etc. That's how you play Avalancha.